So the Charmed Reboot was actually advertised as a Latinx series. So what would happen if all of the girls were actually Latina? Hi guys, my name is Maria Park and this is Approach to Nerd. And in this episode, we are doing another Nerdcast video. My take on an all Latina Charmed Reboot. I always thought it was interesting that the show was advertised as being Latinx, but yet they only have Mel's actress who is an actual Latina. I love Macy's actress. I think that Maggie's actress is adorable, but both of them are mixed like me. Black and white and some other stuff sprayed in. But none of that actually equals Latina. So what would happen if we had a reinvention with all Latina sisters? Now, obviously, we would keep Mel because, she actually fits the category. But we definitely need to have a new Macy and we definitely need to have a new Maggie in my nerd Latina cast. And maybe I'll even have another Harry and sprinkle a few other players along the way. Let's see what happens. So as stated earlier, we are keeping Melanie Diaz because I love her as Mel. She's actually one of my favorite characters in the entire series, and she kind of got gypped in the second season. But I did think that Gina Rodriguez would make an excellent older sister Macy. Even though in real life, Melanie's older than her, it doesn't matter. Plus it also happened in the OG Charm too, so it's fine. But if you've ever watched Jane the Virgin with Gina, she is a great actress, and I think that she definitely could pull off Macy. As for Maggie, I went with Sierra Ramirez from The Fosters and Good Trouble. She definitely looks like she'd be a really good Maggie, plus the character she plays, Mariana, in both The Fosters and Good Trouble is very Maggie-ish to me. So Sierra would be an excellent Maggie. So now that I've got my dream cast sisters, let's move on to the rest of the series. And yes, I'm recasting pretty much everyone who's not already Latinx. So next we have Harry. I love Rupert, but again, he does not meet the requirement for an all Latinx series, so I'm choosing to cast Santiago Cabrera from Picard. Santiago's character in Picard creates these AIs for his ship that all have different personalities and different accents, which is perfect for when Harry and Dark Lighter Jimmy are split. So I can see him playing the dark Jimmy as well as our prim and proper White Lighter. So Santiago is definitely my choice for Harry. For Nico, and oh how I love Nico, I decided to go with Emily Rios because she's an out lesbian, having come out in 2014. She's very pretty and she plays a similar character to Nico on another TV show. So I thought her and Mel would look very cute together and probably would have very good chemistry. But hey, this is just my opinion. As much as I liked our hot Haitian for Galvin, I had to stick to the rules. So I chose Victor Rasuk from Godzilla as Galvin. I've seen him in a few projects, so I know he's a really good actor, and I really think that he would look great with Gina Rodriguez as Macy. So he's my Galvin. And we definitely can't leave Parker out, so I went with Diego Tinoco from On My Block. I like him from On My Block. He's adorable, and I think that he and Sierra would look really cute together as Parker and Maggie. And we cannot forget about Mel's rebound girl, Jada. For her, I chose Rosany Zayas, and if you've seen her in the L Word Generation Q, you'll know that she's outspoken, she's spunky, she has a no-crap attitude, and that is exactly Jada in a nutshell. Next, we have Macy's distraction from Harry, Julian Shea. For Julian, I chose Adam Rodriguez from CSI Miami. He looks the part, heck, he even has the same facial hair, and he's charismatic and a very good actor, so he'd be a very good choice to pull off billionaire Julian Shea. Next, we have Jordan. I'm not really sure if he's Maggie's boyfriend or potential boyfriend. I mean, it seems that's the route they're going, so we'll see in season 3. But for his character, I chose Tyler Posey. He's a good actor, he's funny, and I could see him pulling off some of the stuff that Jordan had to do with Harry in season 2. For Abigail, I not only changed her to Latinx, but I also changed her nationality. I went with Ariane Mondi from the L Word Generation Q. She's gorgeous, she looks like she could just roll right into the role, and I'm just really happy with this choice. Plus, her character Danny in the L Word Generation Q is very assertive and goes after what she wants and doesn't really take no for an answer, which is absolutely Abigail. And if I do get my wish and Abigail and Mel become a thing in season 3, I could totally see Ariane as Abigail with Mel. Now, as for Mel's micro-minute girlfriend, Kat, who also conveniently owned the spice shop that they used in season 2, I chose Stephanie Sigmund from the movie Annabelle Creation. I like how she looks for the part of Kat. Plus, she did have to deal with a crazy afterlife doll, and Kat talks to dead people, so I can see the similarity. So for Mel's current, I guess you can call her fling, Ruby, I went with Janine Mason from Roswell. Her character Liz reminds me a little bit of Ruby because Ruby doesn't want to be a witch, Liz doesn't want to be a waitress, and both are struggling with identity issues. So I thought it was a pretty good fit. For Elder Celeste, I chose Alba Villanueva from the same series as our new Macy, Jane the Virgin. I loved her in Teen Wolf and a slew of other shows and movies that I've seen her in, so I'm very confident that she would have no problem filling the elder shoes of Elder Celeste. For Alistair Kane, I chose Jaime Camille from, once again, Jane the Virgin. He's suave, he's got the sophistication, he could definitely pull off Alistair. For Hunter Kane, Parker's brother and Alistair's son, I chose William Levy from Resident Evil. I haven't seen any more of his work, but I think he'd do a good job as Hunter. As for our two sister antagonists in season 1 of Charmed, I chose Jessica Alba as the tortured and imprisoned and misunderstood and a little bit crazy Fiona, and Eva Mendes as Charity, the elder who killed the girl's mother and who, quite frankly, was not really that redeemable for me. Though I do love both of these actresses. But somebody had to draw the short straws. For Godric, I chose Oscar Isaac. I mean, just look at him. I think he'd be great as Godric. Marisol and Ray's actors are already Latinx, so they don't need to be recast, but we can't forget about Macy's dad, Dexter. And for Dexter, I chose Jimmy Smith because he's a great actor and he just has that fatherly vibe now, so I thought he'd be really, really cool with Gina Rodriguez's Macy. And last but certainly not least, Aunt Vivian. Julian's very conniving, sneaky, and evil aunt who wants to steal all of the magic from the Charmed Ones. For Vivian, I chose Constance Marie from Switched at Birth and the George Lopez Show. She has a lot of range, and her character Regina on Switched at Birth was very complex, so she definitely could pull off someone like Vivian. And there you have it, my take on an entirely Latinx Latina nerdcast for the Charmed reboot. What do you think? Leave me a comment below and let me know. And if you would like to sign up for jury duty, hit the subscribe button. If you'd like to know who's next on the nerd bell, hit the notification bell. Until next time, I can't wait for you to approach the nerd. Bye, guys. Thank you for watching my video. I really appreciate it, but hey, the party doesn't have to stop now. Click on one of these videos and keep it going.